Good day, guys. I'm Darren here. Welcome to the Red Enix YouTube channel. As you can see here, I am in the forest. I've gone for a little walk today. It's a lovely day here in the east coast of Australia. Just gone for a little walk in the forest, and I thought I would stop, during the walk and do a quick video on a topic that I'm sure most of you have seen now. That got broke. The news got broke yesterday, and that's James Garner. Looks like he's going to be leaving the club. He's been put on the transfer list, and I just want to give my thoughts really about that. First of all, I think it's very unfair on him. I think he had a great season last year at Forest on loan. And this season, obviously, I thought he would come back and he would, challenge for the, for the starting 11. Really, obviously, he had an injury in pre-season, which obviously didn't help, and they not obviously put him back a bit. But I wasn't expecting him to be sold. Well, he hasn't been sold yet, but the chances are between now and the end of the transfer window, he will end up leaving. And I just think it's he hasn't been given a chance. That's what I really don't get. It's not like he was in pre-season and the managers looked at him and gone, nah, he's not my player. I thought if anything he might go on loan, but to sell him, it's really it doesn't really make sense really. And especially when you look at our midfielders, it's somewhere where we need we need people in there, and we need better people in there. We've got the people. We just need better people, better players. And for me, James Garner, gets ahead of McTominay, gets ahead of Fred, possibly even Van der Beek. I would have him potentially over even Rabiot. He looks like he's going to come as well. So I think it doesn't, and I just don't get it at all. What I think's happened though, and this is my thoughts, I'm not sure if this is right, I could be completely wrong. I think the De Jong deal possibly could happen now. I know we've been saying this for like 3 months. I think what has happened here now is we have probably told Barcelona, told De Jong, we'll pay your wages, we'll pay the wages that you're owed by Barcelona. But I think what the club have said, or someone upstairs has basically told the manager, you can get De Jong, but you need to sell a player. And the reason I think he's basically said Garner is he's probably the easiest one to get out. He's young. He showed potential last season that he can probably play in the Premier League. And for me, he's just an easy one to get out. He's not on big wages, unlike the rest of them. Because there's 7 or 8 players that for me would be ahead of Garner. Maybe even more. I can think of Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Phil Jones, Eric Bailey, McTominay, Fred, possibly even Van der Beek. These players for me should all be gone before James Garner. And it's all about money. It really is about money. You probably get more money for James Garner as well. It looks like it's going to be 15-20 million. And, out of all the other players I just mentioned, they're either not going to go for that much money, or they're on big contracts that it's going to be impossible to get rid of them. Harry Maguire is on a big contract. I'm sure Wan-Bissaka is on a big contract as well. McTominay, Fred. But James Garner, I'm not sure how much he's on, but I'm sure it's less than all these players. And that's what it basically has come down to. I think they've just gone, who can we get the good money for, and who's on least wages? James Garner. And I think it's very unfair. If this is the case, I'm not saying this is the case, but this is just my opinion. I'm just giving my thoughts. And I really don't know. It's like every day now with Manchester United. You wake up and there's just always something negative. Every day, you wake up, it's De Jong, is he coming and going? Ronaldo, what's he doing? On the pitch, the performances are shocking. And then we wake up this morning and James Garner is being put on the transfer list. Who is making these calls upstairs? Because I thought, after Ed Woodward went, I thought, it will get better. But it's just every day, it's just something new happening, and it's never any positives. And it's really frustrating. It really is, because, I've said this before, I don't expect things to improve, overnight. But the thing is, we're not even seeing no progression at all. And now we're getting rid of someone who could probably be, I'm not saying he's going to be the next Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, but we're not even giving him the chance to even potentially do that. And he's going to go now to whoever he goes to, whether it's Forest or Leicester or whoever he goes to now, and he'll probably be their top midfielder, and he'll come back to Manchester United in 3-4 years' time, possibly maybe even this season even as well, and he'll probably be the star player, and we'll look at him and go, oh, who's that? Oh, we had him. Oh, we let him go. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm just, as I said, every day is just another thing after another thing, and yeah, that's my thoughts really. You've got people like Phil Jones in the team. How's Phil Jones, Eric Bailey, head of James Garner, and in the leaving department, to leave, and I'm just absolutely I just don't know what is happening with this club anymore. Who is, as I said, who's making these calls upstairs? Because they're not the right people if they're making decisions like this. It's all about money. It's all this is down to is money, and that's all this club is upstairs now is worried about, and it's ridiculous. And guys, we want to do these videos. We set up this channel with the guys, and we want to be positive. We want to be positive. We don't want to come on here every day. We don't want to do every video negative. But honestly, guys, right now there's just no positives about the club. We try and look, but there's just nothing there, is there? And every time we have to do a video, it's always something negative. And we don't want to do this. We love Manchester United. We want to come on here and do positive videos. But right now, it's just impossible. And, we'll see what's going to happen. We've got 2 weeks left of the transfer window. And, I'm sure, I think it was 15-20 million. So I'm sure, someone's going to come in for him. For me, that's nothing, really. 15-20 million. 15-20 million. And I'm sure someone will come in for that, and he'll be gone. As soon as someone comes in for that much money, someone comes in for 15-20 million, he'll be gone. And another top player that we could, that could be a top player for Manchester United, we're just letting go. We're letting go for nothing really. 20 million is nothing nowadays, is it? And then we're still stuck with McTominay and Fred in midfield, and Rabiot as well. Rabiot, for me, Rabiot is not a Manchester United player, and we'll see it, I'm sure. In a 3-4 years time, we'll see it. We'll look at him and go, what a bad signing that was. We're saying it now as fans. I've spoken to fans already about this signing, and they're not happy. And we'll see what happens, in the future. But again, we're going to be right, and I guarantee that right now. And then we're going to have someone like James Garner, who is just going to be playing probably, for whoever he plays for, and probably be the best player. Absolutely just so frustrating right now. It is so hard to, be a Manchester United fan right now. I'm obviously not always going to be a Manchester United fan, and that's never going to change. But these times are dark, the dark times, and I get very emotional about when I talk about stuff like this. And it's actually something, I just really wanted to I was wanting to get this out really today. I just wanted to, talk about it, and just, give me your thoughts, guys. What you think about James Garner? Why you think he's been sold? Do you reckon I'm right, or there could be another reason? The manager might have seen him in training and just said he doesn't rate him. But for me, I think that's unfair. You can't judge someone in training. I think you got to judge them on the playing field. And the question is it the manager's call? Because if it's not the manager's call, then someone above him is making his decisions for him, and that's not right. The manager should be having the final call. Otherwise, we're gonna be in the same position over and over again, and we're going to keep getting managers, and they're just going to keep on going and going, because they're not going to be able to get the players they want, And now we're not even able to, it's just absolutely frustrating. But anyway, guys, we've got another video coming out tonight, and that's going to be another one that you'll definitely want to watch. It's about the Glazers. We've got we're going to do the video tonight, so that should be out by tomorrow. And yeah, definitely stay tuned for that one. That's going to be one that you're not going to want to miss. But anyway, guys, have a good day, and see you soon. Cheers.